There we go. Okay, everybody. Hello. Welcome to our Flodesk challenge. I'm just going to give me one more second here. All right, I've got the lavender and the spearmint on my throat. You guys are all essential oil people, so you know what I'm talking about there. So welcome. I'm so excited to teach you about email marketing today and how it can be used in your business. I know a lot of you have probably heard of Flodesk, or maybe you haven't, and so you'll get to know that here. And maybe if you have heard of Flodesk, you're not quite sure how to use it, or maybe you're really great at it, and this is just kind of a refresher and a reminder to let you know that you are doing just fine with Flodesk. There's no right or wrong. This is just a way that we have been using Flodesk. It's such a beautiful platform, so I'm excited to share that with you. So just a bit about oil culture. If you haven't heard of us, you don't know who I am and who the business is. We are a business that started about 2.5 years ago, and our purpose is to help women rock their essential oil business through inspiration, education, and beautiful labels. We walk hand in hand with essential oil business owners like you to enlighten the world's mothers on how to provide natural solutions to everyday problems. So we started with a line of labels, and since then we've kind of morphed into adding business resources and tools that you can use to support your essential oil business. So we just love the community of essential oils and women empowering women, and we want it to be more than just labels. That is kind of where my jam is. I love education, and so we started with a vehicle of labels to kind of branch into the culture. And since I'm an essential oil user like you, doTERRA is my choice, but I do have some Young Living oils that dabble around our house as well. I just wanted to share the education that I have found with using essential oils. And so it's kind of just morphed from just labels into lots of other things to do with essential oils. So I am Christine, and I'm the owner CEO of Oil Culture. I am an essential oil lover like you, and my favorite essential oil is frankincense. I am really loving yarrow, palm, and copaiba for my skin at the moment, but frankincense has kind of been it for the last 7 years. I live in Vancouver, Canada, and I have a husband who's a fireman, and I have a daughter who just turned 13, so super fun going through all those growing pains at the moment, but that's okay. We'll make it. I'm listening to audiobooks. It's very helpful. So like I said, I started Oil Culture about 2.5 years ago, but it was probably in my mind for maybe 3 or 3.5 years. Started as a side hustle while I was working for Ralph Lauren. I was on the retail development team for North America. So I had done that for 11 years. Started that in 2009. And, I really liked that job because it was very entrepreneurial. And I think entrepreneurism has always been in my blood. So that's what gravitated me towards that job. And that's what gravitated me towards doTERRA. I just love the whole, this is the business model, this is the product, and you can run and take that business however you want. Just recently, last month, I was let go from Ralph Lauren. They dismantled our whole North American team. There was about 500 of us at one point due to, what's going on right now. I knew that, I think I knew for the last couple of years that my job wouldn't be around forever with the decline of, the decline of brick and mortar and luxury retail. It just, we all know what's happening with that kind of stuff. So I, had this as a backup plan. And so I'm just grateful for all the timing. It's worked out very well for me and my business and our family. So I really believe in hard work and taking action. I think taking action is the biggest thing to get us out of fear. So hopefully learning this, our method of email, will help you with continuing to take action in your business. We're all scared to do things, but I love the quote, "Do it scared." the sky is the limit. We have so many people to help, and there's so many different ways that we can help the people. So having a method of communication with those people and those potential and your current customers, I think is the most important thing for business. So the greatest medicine of all is to teach people how not to need it. This is our favorite quote. I think teach is the word in here. We have the tools of the earth, we have the tools of the internet, and teaching people is the key. So that's what we're going to be doing, is we're going to be teaching people through email marketing. So over the next 3 days, this is kind of a goal. So communication, why communication with your customers is important, how to use Flodesk, the ins and outs of that. So in turn, how to create beautiful, short and valuable emails. I think that short little snippet emails that are focused on a specific topic is super important. I don't know about you, but when I look at my inbox, I don't like to swipe more than twice with my finger in an email. I also don't prefer to read a lot of text. I like to see photos. You may be different. So depending on what your kind of love is, you can communicate in that way to your customers. But I think that just short little snippets on a frequent basis, so you're keeping your business and essential oils and how the customer can use essential oils top of mind at all times for your customers, is key in growing your business. So we're going to show you how to set up 4 months of emails and set them on autopilot, so you don't have to be thinking, oh my gosh, I have to send out emails. It is super easy to set them up, pre-schedule them, and they will go out at whatever time frame you want, whether that be weekly or every 3 days or every 2 weeks, whatever you are comfortable with in your business. And then we're going to talk about some strategies to collect email addresses and growing your business that way. So we'll wrap up our 3 days with that. So why email? Email allows you to build something of your own, not on borrowed land. As we all know, we hear the word algorithm, and that, yeah, we seem to always be fighting it, right? And it's really frustrating. And we all know that Facebook, Instagram, they own your followers. You don't own that. But if you have someone's email, obviously the customer can decide if they want to unsubscribe from you or not, but that is the customer's choice. It's not Instagram and Facebook's choice to decide if they want to see the content or not. It's the customer's choice if they feel you're providing them valuable content and they want to click to open that email. They can also have it live in their inbox so that they can search you up anytime. They'll just search oil culture and all of our emails will come there in their inbox, what they've searched. And so they can keep it as a reference to go back and find the great information that you're sending them. It creates a more intimate relationship with your customers. It helps you to gain trust as the expert. Again, if you're sending valuable content, they are going to think that you are the expert in essential oils. And if it's great, like I said, they're going to keep you in their inbox. Keeping your brand top of mind, we touched on that. When they think of essential oils, they want to think of you as their business, or and your business is educating them. So keeping that top of mind. I have so many emails that I have never bought from, like the Honest Company. I get their emails, I'm on their list, and they send probably me once a day. I don't think I've ever bought anything through them, but I love getting the inspiration from their emails, and they're there when I'm ready to buy. So if you can think of, there's probably some emails that you subscribe to, you just like to be inspired, and they're just keeping their business on the top of your mind when they're regularly dripping into your inbox. It also gives your customers a location that they can always find you. So again, like I said, with searching, say they heard it somewhere, they don't know where, and they don't know where to contact you. They don't know where. Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Do you have a website? Are you on email? Where? But if you're consistently dripping in and giving them that content, they always know where to find the information, and they can just hit a reply and contact you. So you guys that already have an essential oil business, That's super important for you to have that lines of communication clear for your customer and open so that they can contact you when they need to. And it gives you a way to automate some aspects of your business. So this is the business, call this the business circle. And this is not just related to essential oil businesses. This relates to my business. It can relate to anybody's business. But basically, the top right there, a new customer. So you're either finding a new customer or you have customers. You're going to educate them. When you educate them, they're going to purchase. And when they purchase, that's going to grow your business. So it's a continuous circle. You're always bringing in new customers. You're nurturing those customers, educating them, building trust with them. In turn, they use their oils. Then they need to purchase more oils. And then that grows your business. So I like to think of this circle. It's very helpful if you have that mindset of why, you need a why of why am I sending these emails? Why am I educating them? And it's kind of a win-win for everybody. Okay, so we're going to go into, I'm going to screen share in just a second here, but if you're not familiar with Flodesk, it is and let me back up. I used to use MailChimp. I just found it very clunky to use. It wasn't very pretty and it was very expensive. I was probably paying $300 a month at the amount of subscribers we had at the time I switched to Flodesk. And Flodesk is $19 a month forever. It's still their beta pricing. So I'll have a link that will go out in an email if you don't have an account already, that you can lock in at the $19 a month forever. You'll first start with a 30-day free trial, and then they'll ask you to enter your credit card details afterwards. It's just so beautiful, it's easy, and it's really inexpensive. So let's walk through the magic of Flodesk. I am just going to hop on over to, okay. So this is what the login page is going to look like when you first log on to flodesk.com. If you have an account, you're just going to log in. If you don't, I'm going to send you the link and you'll enter your email address and a password. Super easy. And this is kind of what the homepage looks like. So we have all of our emails. We have, lots of emails in here, but I'm going to walk through these 3 emails, and I'm just going to walk you through what the desktop looks like here. So if you ever need to get back to the home, you're just going to click this on the far left, Flodesk. It takes you back to their homepage. On the far right over here, and this has all of your account settings. So you need to adjust your plan and billing, all your setup there. And then these 3 headers across the top are what is used in Flodesk. So let's talk about emails first. So I'm going to show you some examples of what our emails look like if you're not already on our email list. And this is what I mean by they're just like, we've got our logo up here, we've got the heading of what the email is, we have a photo, a little bit of text, and then a signature, and then our footer. So it's not a lot of info. Obviously, you can do what you like to do, but for me personally, I like it clean and concise and to the point, and I'd rather get many of these dripped over the month than a whole long email that I need to read a lot of. This is like, okay, cleaning my diffuser. Oh yeah, I want to do that today. And it's just really straightforward and easy to do. I don't feel like I have to set up, a lot of time to read the email and then to go and clean my diffuser. It's quick and to the point. Show you another one here. In the basement, so my internet is a little slower. This is just a hey friend, a nice photo, talks about different essential oil recipes you can use for their hair, and that's it. So it's again quick and to the point. And one more example here. So the quick little recipe, obviously visual, and then the recipe, that's it. So if you can think of yourself sending these like maybe every 3 days, this is like, if I sent these 3 emails in 1 week, I'd be teaching my customers how to clean their diffusers, some oils to use for their hair, and then a recipe. So remember, the point is to show them how to consume their oils so that they'll order more oils, and that in turn that makes you more income. We're showing them how to use their essential oils here. So let's walk through how to build an email. So you get to upload whatever logo you like here. If you can manage your logo here. So super simple, just to upload whatever image you have. We like to use Canva for all of our graphic design. Some people might use PicMonkey, but super easy just to upload your logo on there. If you want to add your company website, so it's a clickable logo, or if you have a Facebook page they want to go to, that is what you can do there. Here we can change out this text. You can make this any color you'd like. They have a beautiful color palette, very modern and, I don't know, cool, I guess. It's a beautiful color palette. You can adjust the size of your text. And up here, there is all the different fonts. So you can change out to whatever you would like there. I'd like to point out spacing. I use this quite a bit. The line height is to show you how much space is in between each line, and then obviously the letter spacing. So I quite often make my letter spacing a little more farther apart, especially on headers. And then one thing that took me forever to figure out, because you might find you don't always have all of the fonts. So if you can see here right now, we currently have these script fonts. This is our favorite one to use, is the signature catch. When you're going to click to add more text, this font is not in this. And I'm like, where is this font? Why is it sometimes and sometimes it's not? But the trick is, if you go into layouts, and at the very top of layouts up here, you click that. That is another, just a basic text block. And I guess because it's a header block, so it has, it's more for, headers, it has more options for the font. So there's the script. So just in case, it took me probably, I don't know, 6 months. Where is that script? Why does it sometimes pop up and sometimes not? That is a trick for you. Okay, so this is the images, the text, and then I'm just going to walk through the basic again of the anatomy of the email. This is our signature. So when we copy and paste our emails, we use the same signature over and over. So we always have like a little kind of goodbye text block here, and then our signature. And we've linked up our Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, maybe you have Facebook, or maybe you just want to have a link to a website or a quote. Down here, you can add your links. So if you have, let's see, you can add any of these links. We've got LinkedIn and YouTube, Vimeo. If you don't have any of these, or you only have one thing, that's fine too. It's just that it directs your customers to another place that they can find you. And then we finish with our name of our business, and then you need to have an address. So just want to point out that this is for the legalities of email. You have to have an address. If you want to have a PO box, if you don't feel comfortable having your own address, you can do that. And then you also always have to have an unsubscribe button. So make sure you don't delete these. I'm not sure if Flodesk lets you not have it. If they do, I don't know, you might get in trouble somehow. So make sure that you keep those on your emails. So I'm going to show you how to start an email from scratch. you would just go to create new, this create new button up here. And Flodesk has all these beautiful templates that you can use. So if you have an offer that you're sharing, maybe you just want to have like a text letter, but there's lots of different templates that they've already done for you, and then you can just swap out your own graphics. Let's start with this one here, and you can give it a little preview here. This is just a very basic. If you are brand new to Flodesk and you want to start this now, you've opened up your Flodesk account and you want to send just the first email to your customers, this is a great template to start with. And you will upload your logo on here. My logo is already uploaded, so that's why it always comes with every on every email. We did that in our settings. You're going to click onto the text here, and you can just edit this however you wish. Adjusting the size. You can adjust the font and the color. If you wanted to have it to the left or to the right, and then spacing. Next, you can upload any photos. So again, you know, another great place, I'll tell you a secret to get photos for free is Unsplash, unsplash.com. And you can search, they don't have a lot of essential oil photos, but you can actually, what is it, OneDrop, for you doTERRA people. OneDrop has a lot of great stock photos, but Unsplash is free if you want to say, you know, girl at a computer, and it will show you all the photos and you can download them for free. We also like to use Social Squares. We have to pay for that. I think it's about $20 a month, but socialsquares.com is also a beautiful place to get stock photos. So you just upload that. I don't know why the formatting here looks a little funny. I think sometimes it works itself out by the time you're going to send the email. But again, here you're just going to edit the text. You can change out the font. And if you wanted these little plus signs here, this is where you can add things. So say you wanted to add another image. There you go. You can easily delete. Say you wanted to add a video in here. You have to have a URL. So if you have a video in YouTube or Vimeo, then you just copy the URL. And you guys, I just started using this. It's really beautiful. I can upload to YouTube and not make it visible. So you can just have it so that it's only the link is being used when you use the link, but it's not like visible on your YouTube channel. So you can just copy and paste and it will play beautifully in your emails. You can also I add spacers a lot to make just more space so the text isn't kind of right one after the other. This is where you can add a button. We often do this and we'll say shop here. And then it will go to, you just add the link, it links to your website. Or maybe you have, maybe you've created a freebie of some sort, and maybe you have like a nice PDF that you want to send your customers about the top 10 oils or something. And you want to write download here. And then again, when you put the link, you can attach a file. So you can just upload a PDF file onto here. You even can change what the button looks like. So super easy to do and beautiful. What else can you add? You can add, if you needed to add another text block, that's just where you're going to do that. And yeah. All right. So again, signature, have that with whatever the font is that you like here. And say you didn't like this template, like this was, remember, the template of their email. If you didn't like this, you can just easily delete this block. Or if you wanted to add a different block in, you could if you go into layouts, and you have all of these blocks to choose from. So all the formatting is done for you. You just need to add that, add in your graphic, and change the text. Maybe you want to say, I don't know, top 10 oils. That you didn't want. I wonder if you can, I don't think you can delete this block, but you can delete the font, the text, and then it won't be showing there. You can also make this clickable. So if you add, you can add the link on here and have it attached to a file, or again, a link. So when they click this block, or if you had a little button down here that said, say this butternut squash soup said to top 10 oils, click here. Then when they click there, it's going to take them to the link that you've added. Okay, so that is how you create an email. Super straightforward, I think. This is also a super handy tool. You can push this little button and it's going to show you what it looks like on a phone, because how many of our emails do we look like on a phone? We look at on a phone. So maybe you have your, this was really long, like a long sentence, and it was breaking up too much. So this is just really handy to know if you want to make it go into 2 lines, or maybe you want to shorten it. I always am flipping back and forth to see what it's going to look like on a mobile. And then if you want to send yourself a test, you can just hit this little paper airplane and you can add in your address here and it will send a test email, so you can make sure all the links are clickable and everything's going to the right spot before you send it out to everybody. I also love to use this heart here, and you can save it to your favorites, so that if you had a template that you really liked and you just want to use that template over and over, it is in your favorites. And that's that. So you're going to add in your name. You can change this to be whatever you want. We like it obviously as Oil Culture. The sender email address. The subject line, so you can change that out. Oh, I always add an emoji in my subject line. I just think it kind of helps to stand out when you see someone's inbox full of emails. If you have a cute little emoji in there, it just kind of, I don't know, stands out a little better. And always use the preview text, because if you don't, it's just going to take a preview from the text that starts in your email. So that email said, hey, Christine, blah, 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 blah. It's just going to start writing like that. And it doesn't really make sense when you see someone's inbox. So make sure you do a little preview text to say whatever the email is going to be about. In the next couple days, we're going to get in more into about your audience. But for now, I'm just going to show you, you would add a segment. So all your subscribers, or if you want to include, people that have subscribed to a certain list, we're going to talk about lists in the next couple of days. But you just add the segments that you want. I guess I need to. And then sending the email. So if you want to send it now, I love custom. So when we can schedule out 4 months of emails in advance, you can schedule them all with the dates and the times. Or if you have a class, maybe you have an online class going to start at noon on Tuesday, maybe at 11 on the Tuesday, you want to send out a 1-hour reminder email. So that's how that works. And then it would just send. All right. So that's all we're going to go through today. I don't want these to be too long. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about audience and how to create segments. And we're going to talk about workflows and forms. We're going to talk about everything. So this is it for today. And thank you for joining. We hope you have a great day, and feel free to forward the recording we're going to send to any friends that are business builders as well. We know not everyone has time to jump on at 11 o'clock on a weekday. or maybe they're working their they're working their full-time job, trying to get their side hustle up and going so that they can join at 11 a.m. All right, you guys, we will see you tomorrow. And I think I need to do this. And that's it. All right, see you tomorrow, you guys, at 11. Oh, you know what I forgot actually? I forgot to tell you guys the homework. So in case you are still on, all I had was to create your Flodesk account and try and create your first email if you don't have that yet. So open a Flodesk account. I'm going to send the link in the email with the 50% off and create your first email. Okay, guys.